Okay, so for this week, we talked about liberal feminism, which is entitled Equality and Liberty. Our professors already gave us pros and cons. Pros, which went along with the Equal Pay Act. That's one thing that has come about from the liberal feminism, the right to vote. And then we had some cons, which basically came about people making choices individually that help them individually and not as a whole. So basically, more privilege, not worrying about the less fortunate, is how I kind of took it. And then we also talked about radical feminism, which I thought was very interesting because I had a few questions on it, so I need a little bit of clarification. And radical feminism basically is talking about, like sex and gender and reproduction and celibacy. It was also saying in one of the readings that we had is patriarchy source of women's oppression, radical feminism. And so we talked about those key terms in our readings, which I kind of had an idea about liberal feminism, but I wasn't 100% sure on one of them. I wasn't sure if that was like strictly talking about lesbianism, or was it talking about either lesbianism or celibacy, or was it just like not having sex with the man altogether. Like I was a little confused, so thank God for the readings that we have. So for the poem, I really liked the poem. I understood where she was coming from, but I do think that she could have been a little bit more open-minded. I felt that her approach was very harsh, and for people who may not consider themselves as a feminist, may could have possibly taken offense to it because I felt in a way she kind of made it look like, they are purposely doing this to hurt women, and I do not believe that that is, you know, their approach. I just feel that maybe they don't like change, or maybe they're not, comfortable with stepping forward to the plate or something. I just felt that her approach was very harsh, and she could have been open minded of her audience, basically. But I overall did like it, and I understood everything that she was saying, and I understood every standpoint that she was coming from as well. So for the Google Hangout that everyone has been participating in, I'm so jealous because my schedule does not allow me to do a Google Hangout. So me and Marjorie are going to be doing our own little Google Hangout, which I'm so excited about because it seems like you guys are gaining a lot of knowledge from that. And as I read, I have a lot of questions. So I think it'll be good for me to exchange ideas with someone and make sure I get a better understanding of things and get questions asked if I have any, and be able to help somebody else as well. For the practice project slash annotated bibliography, scoring okay. Thank God my toes don't grow super fast because then that would be really, really bad. I went and got my nails done last week, but I did not get my toes done. So that was like a big thing. My nail tech was like, "You're not getting your toes done?" I'm like, "No, I can't." It's gonna be very interesting when I go out of town and I have my nails all done and my toes not done, and then my friends are gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. So I can't wait to tell you guys about that and the reaction for that. That's gonna be my interesting factor thought for the week or something. And so an interesting story. Oh, well, just before this video, I made a video and I was almost done. Like I was on my interesting story part. And guess what? My computer shut down. Why? Because my Adobe Flash player was um, not updated and needed to be updated. So it completely erased my beautiful video that God knows I just, it just takes no time to make. And it was like I had to start all over. So that was very interesting. Now I just uploaded. I mean, I just updated, obviously. But yeah, I was feeling kind of like, dang, what happened? And everything just shut down. So that was my interesting facts for today. See you guys later.